on background checks. We have tremendous support for really common sense, sensible, important background checks.
That may sound like common sense, to check that someone buying a gun doesn't have a mental illness or a criminal record.
We don't want people that are mentally ill, people that are sick. We don't want them having guns. Who does?
Well, not that long ago, Donald Trump was arguing the exact opposite position. Early in his presidency, he repealed a bill that made it harder for people with mental illness to obtain guns. That move was then heralded by the National Rifle Association. Now, when looking at the president's fairly modest proposals on red flag laws and background checks, the NRA says it opposes any legislation that unfairly infringes upon the rights of law-abiding citizens, and said it would work in good faith towards what it called real solutions.
I have a great relationship with the NRA.
Trump says he spoke at length with Wayne LaPierre, head of the NRA.
I think in the end, Wayne and the NRA will either be there or maybe will be a little bit more neutral, and that would be okay too.
But to change the law, Trump needs Congress. Specifically, he needs Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
No KKK, no fascist USA.
Demonstrators lined the streets outside McConnell's house this weekend demanding he act. Speaking to a local radio station, McConnell said red flag laws and background checks will be front and center.
The urgency of this is not lost on any of us, because we've seen entirely too many of these outrageous acts by these mentally deranged people.
To be clear, there is no evidence the El Paso shooter had a mental illness, and it's uncertain whether these proposals would have prevented either the El Paso or the Dayton shooter from getting a gun. Any perceived sense of urgency still won't mean quick action. McConnell made it clear he's not going to recall Congress, so proposed changes to America's gun laws won't be debated until the fall, and Trump just left the White House for an 11-day vacation. Peter Armstrong, CBC News, Washington.